How about that? Whoops. Whoopsies. We're live. I'm in. I'm in. We're in. Okay. Also, crazy thing that the video that I just posted, for those that don't know, I posted a new video. I know 1 year later, is doing quite well still somehow. I don't know how it didn't completely fucking die. That 27K views and people are still watching it, which is cool. Thank you for watching the video and liking it and subscribing and commenting and sharing it with your friend and dog and whatever. Yeah. You know, Golden. How you doing, brother? Okay, the roughness value, I was expecting it to be a lot more interesting. Like a more interesting result. Maybe we got to add a little bit of metallic value to this metal, this glass. Sorry, not metal. Excuse me. Okay, so now we need to set it up in here. Honestly, this would be like 10 times easier in Blender, but let's see if we could do it in Scythe. Unfortunately, though, one of the big problems is this is all one big mesh. So I do have to subdivide it. And should be the right subdivisions. I have to fix some of these edges though. And this one. Okay. Looking good. Making a tower defense game in Unity? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love tower defense games. I feel like they always do well. And on top of that, I feel like I don't know. I like tower defense games. I like playing them. I wish we saw more of them. You guys remember Sanctum? Is that the game? The first person one with tower defense? And then Dungeon Defenders was a really fun time. Man, I miss those games. I miss those types of games. I really do. Sanctum was the last good one. They tried to release a Sanctum 2 and it didn't do too well though, sadly. Tower defense, after seeing what Cakes had to do for a successful tower defense, I'm more of a find a needle in a haystack type of game developer. Wait, what did Cakes have to do for his game? Sanctum 1 had a vibe. It was pretty damn good. I think there was like, I think the music was also like really good too. It was really chill. It was done very well. I'd like to create a... I'd like to create... Oh, no, sorry. It's not on the texture. I have to do that on the material. Mabi. Oh, okay. Drag my entire window while... Yeah, okay. Yahoo! Let's go for a ride then, Unreal. Yeah. Create hotspot. Glass pane hotspot. Which is... Oh, right. Right. This needs to be... There we go. Apply. There you go. Close this up. Reopen that file. And now we should start seeing the preview. Very good. So this is 120 by 128. 128 by 128. Nice. Yeah. All right. Nice. Okay. 2 years of crunching content for tower defense, progression, level difficulty, infinite scaling, etc. That's just game development in general, brother. That's just game development in general, brother. All right, so select the material. Then we're going to do separate. Look at that, baby. Look at that. A little bit of grime. Okay, now here's a problem though. If I go into buffer visualization and then roughness, am I going to see my leaks in different... I can't even see my leaks. Because they're not working, Krim? Taking the day off? I see how it is. Oh, you know what it might also be? Multiply this by 0.5, so we're halving it. Then we're going to add this to the green value, and then we're going to put it in the alpha. But then, just in case, because we're adding, we're going to want to saturate this, so it's a 0 to 1 value. Yep. I'm understanding shaders. I'm understanding it. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. Kind of. Not really. Not really. Not really. Someone calls Sovereign. We need a shader magician in the house. No, that's Prismatic. Prismatic is the shader. The shader guy. See, the leaks are going in random directions. I think it's because we're allowing rotation. Don't allow rotating, mirroring, and other close matches. Okay, we can allow mirroring, but allow rotation. As much as I want to do rotation, then that would make it so we'd have to have a separate UV layer just for like the up and down leaks. And honestly, I don't think that's worth it, to be honest. So we'll just do it this way. It'll allow mirroring, which is good. I think it's still rotating. I wish this roughness layer didn't... Ugh. Whatever. I think I want the edge. I think I want the edges of this to be a lot more thick. Is he though? Looks like he's been doing physical locomotion for a few years at least. No, it hasn't been a few years. He was doing a bunch of shader stuff prior to this, wasn't he? So riddle me this. How do I modify the green layer? Do I have to have just green in here? Is that... It's not doing anything. I literally cannot edit this. If I paint green, this is incorrect because then we lose our red values. See, that's not right. What the fuck? That shouldn't be appearing in the... Okay. Now am I painting in green? I don't know if I'm painting in green. I literally don't know. This isn't really what I wanted, but I kind of like the look of this grime a lot. But is that... No, something's not right about this. Whatever. Get him in. Get him in. Put a random coffee cup stain in one? How would that happen in a window? Someone's gonna slap a coffee cup on the fucking thing? How is that gonna work? How the hell is that gonna happen? I like it, but I'm not seeing the the stains. The leak stains. I just noticed what Chrome is doing. 60, 50, 40, 30 FPS. You motherfuckers are scared. Scared of what? Oh, it's flipping it vertically. Oh, wait, no. Guys, no, we can't do that. Mirror, allow mirroring. Okay, allow mirror X, allow mirror Y. I'm assuming it would be Y that you don't want to allow. Yes, yep, 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 yep. Yes, yep, yep. Zoop, 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 zoop. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Yes, yes. Okay. Go back to red. We're about to modify red. Modify red. I can't modify. Oh, brother! Whatever. I'm over it. I'm not touching this piece of shit fucking program anymore. You can't tell me to touch this piece of shit program anymore. Rage in German. Eins, Wein, drei. Ah! I don't know any else. I don't know anything in German. I literally don't know anything in German. We should probably blur it a little bit more now I think about it. The stains, they look a bit weird. They look a bit weird. They look a bit weird. Let's go back. Okay, we're going back in. I hate this program, but we're going back in. We're going back in. I'm going back in. I'm going back in. No, that's the wrong. No, Oh my god. Okay, blur, 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 layer effects. No, not that one. Yes, actually, layer, Gaussian blur. Wait, I have an idea. Duplicate this, then do this one as a blur. But then this one, let's do levels. Levels. Looking into this. Is it not what I wanted? Is it threshold? Is that what I want, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. Good, Nick. Is it because this doesn't have a dark black layer behind of it, so it doesn't allow us to do anything? I'm in the wrong layer, but we're just gonna keep painting. Okay, there we go. Okay, then we'll merge these two. This should still be green, I think. And then that way we have the blurred version right behind it. Huh? Why does it look like that? Maybe this isn't what I want. Okay, why are the leaks in the green layer? Someone explain. Someone explain. I think maybe we deleted this shit incorrectly. Whatever. Man, I fucking hate this. Maybe Gaussian blur is not what I want. Motion blur. Right. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. Why don't you blur in the shader anyway? Okay, that would blow up people's computers. Blurring in a shader in UE is not cheap. It is not cheap. Use the cheap box blur. It says cheap on the cover, but it's not very cheap. I want to see if this will look good, just adding, like, doing it like this. Let's see. It might, in our screen, it looks like a glow, but in this world, it would be like dirty grime. Hey, whoa, whoa, that's not bad. We can work with that. Now for the adjustment layer for this one, and then I'm going to add another layer in here. This is not actually green. It's just saying it's green, but it's not actually green. It's fucking stupid. And now I can't paint in any other layer. Why not? Okay, now I can. Because you selected green, but even if I color green with green, it doesn't even color in the green layer. This doesn't make any sense. I think this shit's just... Okay, this is just a pilot issue. It's just a pilot issue. That's it. It's just a pilot problem. It's a pilot issue. Mabi. It's a pilot problem. Mabi, pilot problem. Okay, and then I just go in here and I just go fwapa, and I go fripi, and then I go shapru, and then I go bada bing, and then I go, but then that deletes the red layer splatter. So this isn't the workflow. What I'm doing is with the cutting and shit, this is not the workflow, because I'm literally just cutting what's there. Oh, hey, look at that. It's only in green. I don't know how, but... Oh, sorry. I deleted the layer. That's why it's not in green, or not in red. Okay, so how do I remove this layer? Okay, so what if I make... So, okay. What? Okay. This is technically not correct, because then the green is in front of the red. See? It's in front of the red. Put the red on top? I could put the red on top, but then that goes on top of the green, which is also incorrect. Like, that's not how you would structure layers. Whatever. Make it mask green? But how do I make it so it's not... How do I do that? This program sucks. Set the blend mode to add. Aha! Is it add? Is add the trick? Add could be the trick. You're right. That could be the trick. That's the trick. We got it. Julian being the only one who's used this program. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. This should give it a much more pronounced look on the edges. Me likey. Likey! Okay, let's actually change the multiply of this to like 0.8. 0.9, I guess. I fucked that up a little bit. I'm going to do another multiply in here. We're going to do 0.4. And we're going to add that to the help. I don't know where am I? Oh, I'm over here. No, don't do that. No, hit this. Go here. Okay, yep, thank you. Then this, go, and then whoop, and then shoop, up. All right, okay. That will add a little bit of color to the grime. Yo! Yeah! Yup! If I didn't know any better, I'd assume these were the ramblings of a madman. I'm literally not mad. Man. I'm quite literally not madman. Okay, now, something that would be good. You have to do the hand rubbing? Yeah. Woohoo! We need to add a little bit more texture to this. So how about, you guessed it, texture sample 2, and we get the shit, I forget what I called the texture. It's stylized? No. Graffiti? No. What did I call it? Abstract. Yes. Grunge abstract. Yes. Let's multiply this on everything on the base color. Let's get crazy with it. What's the texture resolution of this? 512? This is 256? Okay, that's perfect. We're in. I'm in. We're all working on in a Google Sheets doc for Meta. Someone had an AI agent touch the sheet, and now it's all jacked up. Oh, it wasn't me. Oh, shit. Sorry, that was fucking dumb. I should find that so fucking funny. It wasn't me, someone else? I'll just be careful, because just because it was someone else doesn't mean that you won't get clumped into the responsibility. I was on my lunch break, I didn't do it. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It's still going to be, you know how workplaces are. This is the senior always has to clean up after the juniors. Junior fucks something up, you're on a 1-hour lunch break, you come back. Now you're on 14-hour long overtime and you don't even get paid for the overtime. See how much of a difference this is versus this? Look at this shit, man. Look at the look at it. Look at the look at it. Look it up. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Uh-oh. This is not the subdivision I was looking for. This is not... This is... am I gonna have to cut this manually? Oh, don't fucking tell me I'm gonna have to cut this manually. You gotta be kidding me. Guys. Guys. No one in chat say, well, you could use AI for this. Go fuck yourself. Stop saying that shit. Get help. Get a job. How do I select everything? No, don't select everything. That was a joke. Don't actually do that. No, select the damn... Uh-oh. Where'd my glass go? No, select the glass, man. Stop being funny. No funny business. Okay, now I gotta cut upwards. Wait, do I actually give this much of a fuck? Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. I don't... That's the wrong material. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. Why is it doing that? That's actually not normal. Huh? Huh? Did I scale the glass? I don't know. Maybe? I don't know, maybe? Alright, well, I guess I'll do a cut for each one of these. Alright, who are we firing? What the fuck? My hotspot's not working anymore. Hello? 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 Hello, what the hell? Hello? Hello? It's literally not doing what it's supposed to do, which is doing what it's supposed to do. I need an adult. What's going on? It worked just fine earlier. Is this thing like... Is it flipped, which is causing issues? It's -1. Okay, hold on. Let me try... Maybe we try it on this one, because this one's the one that's not rotated. Wait, what the fuck? Dude, it's not trim sheeting. It's quite literally not doing what it's supposed to do. Hold on, let me try bringing this out over here. Okay, all right, remove the rotation. All right, I'm looking for this. It's actually a word for someone giving an opinion about something they know nothing about. An ultra-crepidarian is someone who voices thoughts beyond their expertise. Wow. This is coming from YouTube commenter, Random Facts for You. He's got a beautiful profile picture of Shrek. Big fan. Love that guy. Thank you for that. I know a lot of ultra-crepidarians. Just look at Reddit. Oh shit, you're talking about me, nice. I never named any names. Oh, you know what might be... Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't be the problem. I was gonna say I was thinking it maybe be the polygroups, but I don't think it is the polygroups. Okay, from UV Islands. Okay, accept. Then Scythe, Zen. Boom. Okay. All right. I think we restart the engine. I know what I'm talking about, just nobody else does. What the hell is that called? I don't know. A narcissist? I don't know. Okay. What the fuck is going on? My station glass pane is no longer working for some reason. We have all of our patches. It's just not, Okay, that works if I manually do it. But then if I do it from here, now it just works. What? It's because I multiplied in the 512 res one over the 256. I don't know. I literally have no fucking idea why it just suddenly works. Let's blame Affinity for that. Damn it, Affinity. How dare you keep doing this shit to me. Okay, hold on. So now we gotta go inside and we gotta modify these faces. Luckily, I should be able to just subdivide these. All right, and then we can select all these, and then all right, here we go. Okay, a problem. This glass pane is nowhere near the actual thing. And I'm talking like nowhere. Like not even close. Like not even close. Well, now it's good, but not good enough. So let's just move it a little bit more in place. Look at that. Look at that. Where's the bird poop? Glass always needs bird poop? Whatever, man. File a complaint, motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, this is not a separate object. We can change that. And we will actually change that. I'm going to go ahead and detach. And then I will be able to move this where I want to. Yeah, baby. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Was this was well worth the 1 hour of work. It looks good. Yes, it's what? Oh. Huh? The material slots for some reason all got like mixed up. Also, does it make sense to have this why does it look like that? Does it make sense to have the dirty material on the inside? I feel like it wouldn't make too much sense, right? Also, for some reason, it's like red. Also, we have a leak in the wrong spot. All windows get dirty? Yeah, but like not like that. Not like that. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Although the inside looks really not good. Man, the inside looks no bueno, but that's whatever. We can fix it later. Can fix it in post. Doesn't look very good on the inside. The interior doesn't look very good. But I love it because it gives the windows a little bit more depth. Forward renderer reflections and material settings. I think it's the built lighting. I think the built lighting, we might have to rebuild the lighting. And it might be because we adjusted the mesh. Yeah, I think that's it. There's a friend slot with literally fish made out of 4 polys. No one's gonna care about your glass. Yeah, but I care about my glass. You know what I mean? I care. I care. I care. Can I not care? Am I not allowed to care? Am I not allowed to once in a while care about my product? About my thing? About my creation? You know? Like, technically, you didn't have to do those optimizations to your terrain. You could have just said, fuck it. But, like, you ended up doing it anyway, right? You know what I mean? Because you wanted to do it. Because you wanted to better the thing that you are creating. Why not just do that in Substance Painter, though? I could have, but I didn't. I don't know. Those catwalks textures? Yes. You're supposed to churn out the game in a month and profit while the friend slot is active? I think it's safe to say this game is starting to look more like just like a fun co-op horror game than friend slot. And I'm okay with that. I'll still market it as such. People will still look at it as friend slot. Because my art styles are not very good. Listen, if the game doesn't do well, we'll just make an incremental game. We'll churn out an incremental game in a month. Don't worry. I've got many ideas in my brain we can do. What? Why are there so many landmines? Why are there so many landmines? There's so many randomly generated areas. Send them through. Wait, what if I, like, flip it over? Wait, it sent it through without blowing up. Wait, it sent it through the uh-oh. You need arms and hands? Yeah, I thought about that. Oh my god, it actually sent the landmine through without it blowing up. Oh shit. Ba-ding. Ba-ding. Would it explode in the furnace? That's a really good question. I don't think it can be put in the furnace. But I would say it should explode if put in the furnace. Oh. There should probably be like an animation when everybody perishes and the run restarts rather than just going instant restart. You know, that might not be so good. Anybody know what song that is? I don't know what song that is. So if you're expecting me to answer the question that I just asked, I don't know. That was a genuine question. I'd like to buy this coal, please. We still need to make it so currency shows up in the shop. We got a ton of things to do, but that's okay. We'll get there. 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 Let's figure out. What about the safety training before respawn idea? There's some ideas for that. Yeah, for respawning. There are some ideas for that. Let's see. What can we work on today? What can we work on today? Gameplay? Gameplay? What does he mean by gameplay? We should work on more monsters. We also do need to work on... We recently made it so you can join off of friends on Steam, so that's good. You can invite friends as well. You managed to absorb 2 hours to make glass. And it looks damn good, baby. It looks damn good. A good use of 2 hours, if I may say so myself. It just took a lot longer because I was dealing with a dog shit affinity program. Maybe polish the main menu a little bit? What do you mean the main menu? What's wrong with the main menu? What's wrong with the main menu? What's wrong with it? Oh, we probably should start working a little bit more on the main menu, huh? In a meta? Is this a 3-hour game jam? No. It does look like a 3-hour game jam though, huh? Thing is, I don't really have a proper PNG for the logo. Like I kind of do, and I also kind of don't. Yahoo. Yahoo. Yes, Yahoo. Yahoo, yes, Yahoo. Oh! No. No, I don't think so. Did someone on Fiverr make that menu for you? Which menu? The main menu? No. Me, I made it. Hold on. Let me do this. We'll do this, and then we'll change the size of the logo. And then this vertical box, we need to change the top padding on that. And then we need to change the left and right padding. This also needs to be just to at least have a logo in there, I guess. How about you make the whole menu one of the CRTs? I'm probably going to do that in the future, 100%. Like, I will do that because I do love the look of that stuff for sure. It's just more so right now. Like, I could maybe throw in the post-process right now. The problem with that effect, though, is it displaces a lot of stuff. And the button hitbox, like where the buttons can be pressed, are not going to be... How do I say? Like, it's not going to be 100% correct where they are. You know what I mean? It'll be more valuable than the glass. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like with the retainer box. PP. The on-screen PP. Yeah, see, like right there, the hitbox is a little bit off. Let me see the other menus really quickly. To see what their styles are like, and then we can kind of follow the similar style. See what I mean? The things are all like really, really off. Is it border? Yeah. Is it border or is it box? It's a box. Set at 0.5. It looks a bit fucked up though. Something doesn't look right about that, but whatever. Copy style, paste style, and then we have to copy the color again. I think what we could do is for this screen, we can reduce some of the distortion. And that would probably be a good idea. I think. So we have 32.8. Let's do 48, 16. Let's go microphone real quick. Yeah, this box is really off. Look at that. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Wait, how do I change the background color? Item style, combo buttons. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're just going to leave that as is for now. Oh, oopsies. Guys. Copy that style, put it on the box here, paste, compile, save. I'm going to make a version of this post-process material with less curvature. So we'll duplicate it real quick. We'll do less curvature. I should probably just make a material instance of it though. But I don't know if that curvature is a... I haven't looked at this in a while. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Final color, opacity. Green, this is the scan lines. This is possibly what's causing, that's the scan lines adding to it. Scale UVs around point is probably where we want this. UI bulge being controlled through this. So we could, what we could do actually. Let's do this actually. Yeah. Oh yeah. Start this value off at I like it coming from the inside. I feel like that creates a cool effect. Negative 0.6 to 1.5. Let's do 0.03. That way it's still good. And then let's add the jiggly effect. Let's start this off at 0.1. Or 0.2 to 0.0. I don't know what the default number is. Let's just do that, I guess. And then let's also do a render opacity of the entire scene. Hello, thank you. I don't really like how the logo has a very different color than everything else in here. We'd have to, I think, brighten this. Then it becomes like white because there's like a glow and then another color on it as well. Oh. Kind of impossible to select the right color. But let's just do that. Worst case scenario, we could change the color of the logo itself a little bit. All right, well, let's see how that looks. First, let's get the open animation playing at the very beginning. Event construct. So what we'll do is in the very beginning, we'll set the visibility to collapsed. And then we'll set it to visible. And play the animation that we desire. The animation we desire. Open. Open sesame. Sure. To start, I guess. Better than what we had before, I suppose. Although the highlight events aren't very noticeable. The highlight event's not very noticeable. We'll work on that a little bit more. These buttons, though, are still doing, like, funny stuff, which is, host session just hosts the session with default settings. Find session will literally just find the first session that it can find. Ship it. Get it. Get it. How you doing, Cat Pie? Or Akudo? Do you still go by Akudo, Cat Pie, or is it just Cat Pie now? We do need to change the microphone thing, but this needs to be changed altogether. This thing is fucking shit. Logo can be glitchy. I was thinking like the glitchy effect, we could lower it a little bit. I think that is readable. I hope you find good success off this game. I mean, financial success. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. I appreciate that. Yeah, only time will tell, I guess. We'll find out. Kuda's my music project, but I'm going to split them up. I don't mind. Okay, I see. Gotcha. Well, the thing that we're going to have to do with these menu buttons is I'm probably going to want to make like a dedicated button that has its like own little hover animation type dealio thingy. We'll see what we end up doing for that. Is my core gameplay loop completely ready? No. Not really. Not yet. Not yet. Still working towards that. I think there's still some little pieces here and there to do still. I do think it'd be really good making it so we can look up and down. But to look down for our body, we have one problem. When you look down, your camera's directly just rotating down, which means you're actually looking inside of your body. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. So yeah. We could easily fix that by like the further down you look, the closer like we get to the front of your body, so then that way we don't see too much of your either way, like your eyes I think should technically be a lot more forward, Like the camera should be a lot more forward. The problem with that is I think that gets a little nauseating, having your camera be so far forward. That doesn't help. Like if I put this over here, I don't think it's technically going to work correctly. For one, it's rotating incorrectly, I think. Or is it? I think it is rotating incorrectly. Or we move that and then we put the follow camera in front. But then the problem is this. And also when you look down, it looks further down. So I think we're going to have to do some sort of like tick system that just moves it forward and stuff based off of like where you are. I don't know. Should I just get real fucky with it and just attach the camera to the mesh? Do the thing where it's like it's a real time cam, like just to really fuck with people. Yeah, put it on the head and then attach it to the head bone. I think I even made at one point a head camera bone. Where is head? Either head or neck. Wait, I'm not even in the right positioning. I think we don't want to use pawn control rotation anymore. Oh, guys, this was a mistake. Or, guys? Why is it that the positioning of this, is it because we moved it outside of the 0? Even though it's attached to the head bone. Interesting. We can do that, but then change the Y back to this number. The problem is you don't really have much control over how much the camera shakes anymore. Also, the rotation is doing some like weird, wacky stuff. I'm definitely not in the right position. Yeah. Is it because we have used pawn control rotation? Doesn't make any sense. It's still out of position. Huh. Is something moving the camera? I think something is moving the camera. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I remember. It's in the, yeah, either way, I don't want to do this anyways. The problem with attaching a camera to a bone, I can't control Z enough, is, in my opinion, you lose all control over like what the camera is doing. In my opinion. And everything just gets really shaky, I feel like. But yeah, as you can tell, when we look down, not very good looking. Refactor time? It probably would be a good idea to refactor. Because we have the movement system adjusting the camera location, which is really not good. Like the full camera location, even though it should just be adjusting the should just be adjusting. Did I adjust my own movement component or the one on the marketplace? I don't remember. Uh-oh. I think I might have changed the one directly on the marketplace. Yeah. Oh no, it's the one, it's, okay, it's this, it's directly from the asset, but it's in our project. Okay, that's fine. The problem is we added this whole set relative location thing. Although, oh, I fixed it so it only changes the Z. It only changes the Z location. Okay. Because it gets the relative location of the camera boom. Yeah, all right. Good job, me. Good job past me. Even though it should just be a float. And maybe not happen through here. Anyways, whatever. But I think the Z is kind of important for this to not modify that. Yeah, I don't think I want to attach it to the head. Because then we have to do everything through animations. Or we have to do like a different body system for this guy's body that like doesn't move the head very often and whatnot. I feel like it gets very nauseating. Not very good. Now, if we wanted to show our character's body, it's going to be challenging, I think. Don't think it's going to be very good, to be honest. To see our legs and arms. I think we'd have to do a very different structure for this. Like a very different structure. Also for the hands too. Would we just have to by default move the camera up like all the time? I just don't think that's going to look very good. Also, technically, it's going in the wrong direction, and I have no idea if we can rotate this by 180. Nope. So I got no... Here, let's do this. Socket offset. What if we change the socket offset instead of the other parameters? Okay, that works. However, when we look down, we're like looking really far down. Not correct either. And then target offset does this. Does it in like world space. Is this in world space? Yep. So yeah, showing our character's body, kind of a no-go. We could maybe show our arms. Like, maybe we could show our arms and just our feet. Maybe just the legs. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Usually how you do this is there's another body only for FPS shown a bit behind the camera, and that's how FPS games do it. Is that actually what they do? And then they keep the collision box right in the center? That's kind of psychopathic. So, like, the problem with that is, I guess, you wouldn't get a 100% true representation of where the client is in space. Right? You technically wouldn't have a true representation of it. Could always move this guy back, too. Might be good anyways. That way it matches the capsule a little bit better. Although that would probably be better through the animation. So we would have to create a different mesh, which would be like the first person mesh. Some of them do a fancy trick which blends the position of the legs between the real position and the faked as they translate down. Can't you make a dithering render sphere only for that player? We could, but I don't know if that would really resolve the problem. like, let's say, fuck it. Let's go into the body material. Let's make it masked. And let's do, have I already done this in a different material in this project so far? I don't know if depth fade would work in a mask material. Yeah. We've done it somewhere else. Where did we adjust the mask? Was it in the smoke? Yes. Now, I don't know how we would only make this appear only on the owner. Would we have to switch out the I guess we could do a primitive data and then only set that value if you're the owner of that object. Worst case scenario. Let's see how this looks though. I'm very curious. I don't think it would look very good, but we can give it a shot. Fuck it. Let's see what it looks like. The thing is, if we look down, we're just going to see the inside of our body. we're gonna see the we're gonna see the inside of our body. But I'm curious. Maybe it could look good. Maybe it could look good. You know, like, it's not horrible, but it's not great either. It also sucks that our eyeballs are a different material. Why did I have to make my eyeballs a different material? I think we would use custom primitive data and only run it through Lyra and how that FPS body is done, or maybe the FPS template. Yeah, I'd have to look at it to see what's being done. You know what we could do? We could just set the we could set the eyebrows. If you're the owner, set the eyebrows and the eyes to just like a invisible material, to like nothing. Do I have invisible? I don't think I do, to be honest. Do I have a material that's like a no render material? Is that even a thing? Is there a no render? Material that's like don't render? I guess it would just be masked with 0 opacity, right? Guess we could do it that way. So then that way the white eye doesn't need to be masked. Oh, but wait. Which one's the eyebrows? I think this is the eyebrows. And the eyes. Okay, good. It's its own material in a sense. Perfect. Good job, me. I know what I'm doing. Even though I have yet to change these materials, because technically this is just temp man material. Alright, so let's do a... Let's just do like some random material for this then. M masked, no opacity. So we'll just do a mask material, do unlit, so then it's not as expensive. We'll set the opacity mask as 0. So this would be basically nothing. Make it as cheap as possible by turning everything off. Sure. So I'm curious. We only want this to run on the owner. So event begin play. Where do I have a section? Right here. This is the owner. So we want to set material. Oh, you know what's going to suck? We're going to have to reset these materials when you die, because otherwise these are going to, your eyes are going to be gone if you die. Let's see. Actually, I'm curious. You know what? Actually, I'm curious. Is that material's like not working? Do you see this? Why is the dev material? It is switching it, just switching it to something that... Do I have to like put something in here? No. I'm pretty sure I saw that I set that material to be used in static meshes. Oh, used with skeletal meshes. That's why. Whoopsies. I forgot that it's a skeletal mesh. That's true. Okay, now we just need to do it to the white material as well, or the eyes, which I think is element index 3. Yes. So if I die and we end up spectating, are my eyes and eyebrows there? Nope, they're gone. Oh, shit. So we'd have to reset those materials on death. It also doesn't help that the eye sockets are there. I think we'd have to do like a custom material structure. I think that's what we would have to do. Very, very like custom material structure. I'm not sure what fade offset is. Is that just the distance at which the fade begins? And then fade length is just... Okay, I think it is. I think. My hands! Do do do. Do 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 do. I just... We need strafing animations, can I just say? I hate this, like, left-right walk animation. I'm more of a strafing kind of guy. Like, why am I dancing? Am I handling owner no see with distance-based fading? I'm more so just seeing if we can keep the hands and legs in here like this. In kind of like a very hacky way. But, you know. I don't know. Yeah, you know. You know. Eh. I'm seeing if it could be interesting doing it this way. We would have to, I think we would have to move the body behind us on the client side. Like our mesh on the client side would have to have this offset behind us. But only if you look down, I guess? I wanna see if we could do that. Transform. Local space. Or maybe view space. Camera space to world space. I do 25. Although this is a character, so we probably have to do the Y. Yeah, we'd have to do the Y. Why? I don't know. Unreal Engine things. Some dumbass thought it'd be a good idea making it so Y forward is the thing for player characters. Oh, wait, we don't want to do camera space. We do want to do local space, though. Why am I not doing owner no see? I'm just curious if this is an option that we could do. Okay, local space works. So, that could be interesting. We could do -30 for this, and then we can make it so as you look up, it goes back into position. And we do it through like a shader. And we only want to do this if... We only want to do this, by the way, if... I need some music. I need some jams. Yes, dude. Let's do it so this only appears if you have the primitive data for it. So not damage amount. We don't want to use a different index, which is 1 is owner. If that is true, do this. And then the same thing for this one. So then that way we don't affect other clients. And then we'll say that the default for this is 0. However, if you are the owner, we will set primitive data float update index 1 to 1. And that way, this stuff only occurs on the owner. Yeah, so now if I hook up another client, it's kind of funny actually. Get owner is equal to player controller. What? What the fuck? What the flippity floppity? Is owner alpha 0, 0? Oh wait, shit, whoops. That was the opacity mask. Okay. I did something stupid. It's okay. I'm just dumb. So I look down, all good. I look at this guy, all good. Then I go to this guy. Then I check this guy, and all good. Nice. Hell yeah. That's what we love to see. Did I introduce some melee combat? It's very, 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 very basic. I don't want the game to be like melee focused at all, or combat focused, I should say. This is kind of a fun way of adding the first person view. If you want to see the legs and arms only, why don't you just set the opacity, the blue main body to 0 for the client? I think it'd be kind of funny being able to see your belly and stuff. I should probably turn this into a function because now when I adjust one thing, I have to adjust the other. Cock. Shit. And shit. But yeah, doing a little effect would be good. Yeah, I honestly don't want to deal with hands. Can I be real? I don't want to deal with hands. Oh shit, my shadow's not full anymore. Oh wait, I have an idea for that. I know how to fix that. I know, hey! I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. Shadow pass match. Switch. Paddle. Kaboom. I've been working on true first person for like 4 months now. It's a hell of a rabbit hole. Oh brother, I'm not even fucking trying to do true first person. The hands, the arms, like with this stuff, when we're like swinging stuff, I'm just gonna do like an IK setup, I think. I don't even give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it. I'm just gonna do an IK setup. Although by doing this whole shader effect, that will cause some location problems. Hands would be confusing since you have hand UI anyway. Exactly. Let's just say our characters are strong with the force. I'm gonna make it so their hand just goes out and they just like go in the direction of like where they're facing. They are one with the force. Yes, they can still die to a werewolf though. It's complicated. You want to see something funny though? We could do this. We could scale the inside of our head. We could scale the inside of our head, but we only scale the inside of our head if we're the owner. Right? So we could do like a thing here called is owner. Right? Somewhere in here we should have a thing that checks if we are the... No? Okay. Well, I guess not. Pawn. Try to get pawn owner. Try to get pawn owner is equal to pawn? I don't know if that would give us the thing. I think. Try get pawn owner, pawn equals player pawn is owner? Ah, well, we're about to find out. Well, whatever. Anyways, transform his brain and turn him into goop. Turn this man into goop. Neck. Add to existing. Ignore. Replace existing. Scale. 0, 0, 0. Compile. Wait, is this gonna fuck up our shadows? Uh-oh, watch this. Where did my head go? Mods, where's my head? Why do I look like ass 23 but from behind? Maybe I can't do the animation workflow for this because then that's gonna fuck up the shadows. All right, what if we vertex color the top of his head and we guarantee that that's faded out? Thoughts? That's another option. Can you have a second mesh as a Shadowcaster? Yeah, but then we'd have a second mesh. But then we'd have a second mesh. And we don't want a second mesh. Can you add vertex colors to a skeletal mesh? I guess so. I love how they have post-processing in these fucking preview windows. Like, which dumb fuck thought of this? $10 FPS, here we come. How is this gonna cause 10 FPS? Just having vertex colors. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where's smooth? Paint vertex colors. Where's the smooth button? Where's smooth button? Blend all seams? I don't know. We could also do this. Let's decrease the size though. Accept. Wait. Problem. So I know I set that as red, but everything else is white. If I subtract green from red, this should only, hold on, I gotta test this. If I had a shadow proxy mesh, it wouldn't be like super, it's not super expensive, especially if you're only making it cast shadows. It's just really annoying because we could just tie the same animation. So it's not going to be running a second pair of animations because it's going to have the main mesh. But it's a lot. It's just a lot. It's just, you know, a lot to do. Alpha threshold. So this will hide the entire head. This is good. So the head will be gone. The head is now gone and the eyes, so we can do what we need to do. We probably don't even need to do this fucking depth fade. Show me this. Show me just this. Let's see. Curiosity has been piqued in my mind. That's literally not right. Oh, I gotta do an inverse now because the way I did it. That is quite literally the opposite of what I wanted to do. You know what I could go for? Another coffee. Coffee too? Oh my god, we can see more of our belly now! Oh my god, peak. Again, the strafing fucking sucks balls. 5 push-ups? Mods, explode that person's brain. Looks like my belly. Yum. Looks like you got... is it your 5th meal yet? This actually looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. This looks pretty good. I don't know about you guys. What do you think? Although, so the problem is when we carry a sledgehammer, you're lucky you put a cooldown. Mods, remove that person's keyboard and mouse so they can't click on anything. Full screen the stream on all monitors. Ugh. Ugh. Mods, remove their microphones so they can't vibe code. No! Yeah, we just have to change the strafing animation. And once we do, we will be so powerful. The strafing animation, we don't want it to be like backwards. Nobody walks like that. Nobody fucking walks like this. IK the hand to the weapon? Yeah. The problem is going to be... because we use a shader to bring the body back by 35 units. I don't know what it's going to look like. I guess what we'd have to do is add to the... I don't know. Achieved more in one session than he has in all of them? What do you mean? What does ragdolling look like, though? Oh! Youch! Yo! Whoa! Not good, but, you know, I guess. Improvements to be made, but at least now you can see your body get ragdolled. I'm going through the door. The ragdoll needs a lot of work anyways, so not like it's just this shader. I can carry myself. Goodbye. Yeah, I think I'll carry myself out. Just floating away. Okay, problem though. When our character dies, this is what they look like. So when they die, we are going to have to adjust a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to adjust a lot of stuff. It's already 6 p.m. Guys, I haven't even had lunch. Can I be real with you? I haven't even had lunch. I haven't even had lunch. Time to order? I can't keep ordering food. I'm not like a fucking full-time streamer, guys. I'm not a full-time streamer. I can't just order food. Sustenance required. Do you have tunnels, like ventilation tunnels you can crawl in? Yeah, we do. Let's see what those look like, actually. That's a very good point. Let's see what it looks like. By the way, can I just say, windows, love them. Love the windows. I love the leak details. We should do the same thing to the front. Okay, the problem is I don't want to do that to the front of the train right now because we're going to have to increase the train, size of the train. Let's see what it looks like when we crouch. I haven't actually tested that. I'm sure it'll look fine. Remember, we don't have any crouch poses, by the way. It's literally us just scaling our body down, so it looks pretty good. Let's find a vent we can crawl through. It'd be cool to have the randomly generated area generate vents. That could be sick. That could be its own, like, generative tunnel system. Oh, wait a second. He's kind of cooking with that idea. You know what's really cool is now you can hear, you can actually put a visual to your footstep sounds. You know what I mean? Okay, this looks kind of... Uh-oh. Goodbye. Uh-oh. The power went out. It's about to get real shaky in here. Guys. So, I'm noticing this zero is occurring based off of just the front train. I think because this zero is occurring, we're no longer getting, like, camera shake events. Oh my god. I got somewhere to be. I got somewhere to be. UT. The hell? There was an office in here? We need more maintenance tasks, man. The fact that like 90% of the game is just turning on the power. This is incredibly stupid. We need more in the game. More shit to break. I mean fix. And break, actually. So that we can fix it. We still need to do the dude, we did that whole thing with the floor, change the floor mesh so that we can add little panels underneath the floor. We got to work on that. We have to work on that. Did we end up making a mesh for the inside compartment? I don't think we did, right? We ended up doing the underground air ducts or vents instead, right? The tunnels. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. I might like get a sandwich. See what happens when you scope creep? You get less actual stuff. No, the vent I think is cool. Just we have to do the maintenance task now to raise and lower the catwalks, which I think should be fun. The little outside catwalks. Five push-ups. You guys want the stream to end earlier, huh? Burning whatever fucking calories I got in my system currently. Whatever leftover calories I got in my damn system. Ugh. Hold on, let me go find a snack because I'm hungry. What do you mean I just walked away? That's what happens when you redeem 5 push-ups. Especially when I'm hungry. I just walk away. Interior and items. Oh! Okay, we do need to work on some more monsters. We need to work on some more maintenance tasks. Big problems. Okay, big problems. Also, oh yeah, right. Another thing, additionally, is well, the main menu looks good. We did some work on the main menu as well. You can't say I didn't get any work done today. Fuck you. I did a good amount today. You can't say nothing against me. Why is it that this doesn't have the post-process effect? All right. Interesting. I hope your sandwich comes soon. Guys, I didn't get a sandwich. I don't got that kind of money. I didn't get the sandwich. Guys, I didn't get the sandwich. The sandwich has not been acquired. I regret to inform you that I have not gotten the sandwich. Hold on. Food has been acquired. Might order a doner kebab? A doner kebab. Is there any good game dev videos we could watch while I eat my food? Anything interesting that anybody has seen? Anything at all? Is it so dry that we have 2 Thin Matrix videos literally one after the other? Click recently uploaded at the top. I see. Is this Fistmaster's secret YouTube channel? This looks a lot looks like his game a little bit. This game is about to kill the AAA industry. What? 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 What the hell? What is all of this? What am I looking at? Oh, there's a video from the gunman contracts guy. Fuck it, we could watch it. What do you guys think? This is apparently the non-VR mode. What? While I eat my food, we could watch this. Is that body cam? No, this is a different game. Okay, I'm gonna eat.
right. The outpost lies just ahead. Thermals indicate more than 20 hostiles
Focus,
inside
M.
the house, and 5 more patrolling outside. I suggest to take out the patrols first, and quietly. Maintain the element of surprise, you know?
Yeah, you always suggest that.
And one day I may live to see it.
$24-hour gaming stream? I don't even stream games.
It's no safe house anymore. It's a fortress. Fenced up, gated, locked down tight by what I can tell.
Picking up access nodes around the area. I may be able to get one of these gates open. Just make sure the outside area is clear first.
On it.
Double tap that guy as well. Make sure he's dead. Even though you shot him in the fucking back of the head.
Good. Outside area cleared. Now let's get you inside. Look for a gate with an electronic locking node. That's a glowing red dot with a red ring around it. These are the nodes we can get access to.
Okay, I fuck with that. He's really trying to keep the, because technically this is a VR game, but with non-VR support as well. He's trying to keep the both of them kind of nicely tied together. I like that. I like that. I didn't like that double tap that he did earlier. I was like, why?
That's the one. Pick up your phone and patch me in. I should be able to open the gate from here. Opening now. Remember, captives are held in the basement. Data servers are located on the upper floor. Just make sure all hostiles are taken out first, okay?
You actually concerned I wouldn't?
I apologize. Just do your thing.
That was a very Half-Life-esque sound effect.
Still standing. Ground level and upper floor cleared.
Good. Now look for the captives in the basement. The door heading down should be somewhere near the kitchen. Basement door is locked. That node is pin protected. You'll need the correct code to access it.
Isn't there literally a game or multiple
Without
games where you
risking
clean
locking
up
it
like a
down for
crime
good.
scene?
Check for a key code nearby. One of these goons may have left a note. Look for a clipboard, maybe.
Found a key code. On a clipboard.
Knew it. Okay, now head back down to the basement door and use your phone to unlock it. And stay sharp. There are still hostiles down there.
This game definitely seems like it'd be a lot more interesting in VR. 5 push-ups right after I ate a fucking meal is diabolical, and you should feel that. Get to taste my meal again. Yummy.
They're gone. The captives. They're not here. The place is empty.
Damn, I must have moved them. Shit. I knew it. This place was way too crowded for a simple protection detail.
Because it's a cleanup operation.
Exactly. We got to move. Head for the servers upstairs.
I eat
They close this
mid-session,
place
so
down
shut your
when they
whining.
like the
Well, that's
servers
because
too,
you're an idiot.
if they haven't
And
already.
you want to puke out your food. Either that or you're not working hard enough.
Eyes on the servers.
Good.
'Cause
Take your
I
phone and patch
nearly
me in.
puke every time
Once
I
I'm in the
leg
system,
day.
I can extract all the data remotely. If there's any left, that is.
Done.
Running. Let's see. Hey, we're in luck. The data's not been touched. And there's a lot of it, too.
Tower?
You need to up your reps.
Serious? You want me to be a sitting duck here?
If it helps, there's no duck I trust more with sitting than you. But just hang in there for a little bit, okay? I'll see if I can speed things up. And I may have to. I got tangos approaching the house from all directions. Reading 14 targets. Get ready. And stay upstairs. We need that data. As much of it as we can.
Would a compass needle running on tick hurt performance or is it manageable? I don't think it'd be that bad. At the end of the day, using tick isn't like a bad thing to use. You're gonna have to at some point. I bench more than you do? Yeah, but just because you bench more doesn't mean that you might not be pushing yourself. We all have a baseline. Your baseline might be higher than mine, but are you working beyond your baseline?
Alright, that's all of them. Readings are clear. Data transfer still holding up. Files looking good. But hold on, what's this? Oh no. No. How could I have missed that?
What is it?
A rook.
What?
No time. The data transfer must have triggered it. The entire house is set to blow. You have 40 seconds to clear out. Go! Go!
Locked door here.
Damn, they all relocked. Wait, get to the basement. I think I can open up the garage door for you. Hurry.
Here's timer in head. Now it has reverb.
There. Run. Now!
Which didn't have that glowing shit? What glowing shit? whipping around too fast for VR. This is the non-VR. There's a VR and non-VR version. This is the non-VR. Steam Frame 2026. Steam Frame. Thousands of dollars. That was a pretty cool explosion. What's funny is that the house didn't even explode. You could see it. They just covered it up with a bunch of smoke and stuff, and then cut it right before the smoke would start dissipating. Yeah. Yep. That's how you do it. I was interested in getting back into VR until I realized it'll never get mass appeal. You really, if you work on a VR game, you really just got to do it because you want to do it. Not because you're trying to appeal to the most accessible device or whatever. Which technically would be phones. Technically would be actually phones, not computers, but phones. What a world we live in. Lamp. Looking for lamp. I'm looking for a lamp. I just want to see if I can maybe get a lamp. Get some lamps in here for these little things. I don't think I can. I don't got a... I guess we could use this. Useless ass detail for the playtest. Number 532. Lamp. The red and green damage and heal stuff? Oh, you mean the edge stuff? I do that in my game for getting damaged. I'll admit I do that for this game. God, it would look so much nicer if this was casting shadows. Does this have a draw distance? Please tell me. It could be way less than 4,000. Maybe even less than 3,000. 25 hundo. Wait, I put this in the wrong level. Move selected actors. Wait, why does it suddenly not... Am I crazy? Is that no longer affecting the volumetric fog? Am I fucking crazy? Why is this shit not affecting the volumetric fog? Oh, there you go. Now it is. What the hell? Huh. I just meant as a filthy casual gamer, only rich kids will end up with Steam frames, so it's not that many bugs to develop for it. Half-Life Alyx was probably the peak. Oh, as a user, as a player of it. Okay, sorry, my B. Yeah, that's fair. But can you really blame developers for not wanting to invest that much like resources into VR currently? Especially with everything going on these days. Oh man. People can't even afford computers, so I don't think people will try to afford a VR headset. So this does make things quite expensive. Not like super expensive, but it's not great. To be fair, this is worse. To be fair, this is much worse. Oh yeah, that looks nice though. Well, except for the lamp. Lamp. Where is the emissive? I need a very bright emissive. That's not... What? Green emissive, light emissive button, light orange emissive, red emissive bright. Emissive light warm circle, emissive light blue, red blue. Emissive... That shit ain't... That boy ain't right. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. The white color means bright future, don't you worry. Megalite not activated? Megalite not activated, Nanite not activated, Lumen not activated, Virtual Shadow Maps not activated, DX12 not activated, we're on DX11. Balls deactivated. Deactivated balls. Balls are deactivated. Ow! I wonder, does Megalites even need Lumen? It's a good question that I don't have the answer for, because I don't use any of that shit. Garbage, garbage, garbage. I'm just kidding. I don't know, it's just not for me. I just don't use it. But I have a feeling Megalite probably requires Lumen. And it probably also requires their anti-aliasing that they specifically use. Otherwise, everything's probably going to get noisy. You probably need to use... what's the one that they use? TSAA. TXAA. TSA. TASA. TSR. That's the one. That's the one. What? Oh. Yippee! I've got too much shit in my pocket. I need an item delivery system. Looking for item delivery system? There should probably be one in the laundromat, to be honest. Does selling still work? Let's double check this real quick. $3,700. There's 7. Hey, what you got in here, brother? Anything that I can... No? Okay. Anything in the trash bin? Looking? Nothing. My retainer box bug was a pre-5.6 bug, by the way. They fixed now, so I have to upgrade. So it's fixed in 5.6 is what you're saying? Yeah, that's probably why I wouldn't be able to help you, is because I'm in 5.6. Balls. Balls. Oh. Oh, that hurts. All right. I had my sustenance. Let's get back into the thick of it. Thick of it. Thick of it. Thick of it. Let's get back into the thick of it. We do need some more maintenance tasks. One of them was the idea of the platforms being pulled down on the sides, and then you have to go inside of the car, find a thing in the floor to then repair the thing, which was going to be right here. They fixed lots of bugs in 5.6, looks like. Yeah, 5.6 honestly feels really good, like a really good spot to stay in. Feels like a really good spot to stay in. I gotta say, I feel like it's a pretty good spot to stay in. Okay, so the idea is it would pull up the catwalks. It would rotate them up or rotate them down. And then you'd have to fix... I forget what we said that we would do for the task, but I think it was an idea of like you have to fix like a hydraulic thingy or something. Something of the sort. Add in blood pool / oil pools and you clean up. That was the idea with the toilets. So if the clog is if the toilet is too clogged for too long, then it starts spawning in little like poops that you can slip on the poop. You can slip on the poop. Slip on the poop. Whatever you do, do not slip on the poot. Rotate down perhaps stops players glitching along the edge if they're upwards. That's what I was thinking. You could definitely just do it downwards. Let me copy this. Copy. Paste. Excuse me? That's literally not what I copied. I'll just dupe it and then do that. And then for the doors, hold on. I need to show the edges. Okay. We're going to do a double door. So then that way when this ends up... When this ends up opening up... Okay. All good there. So this becomes the inside of our object. Very cool. Very cool. Although, I don't know if I want it to go internally like that. I guess it doesn't matter. I think the idea for this is that you pump up the hydraulic again. You like pump up a hydraulic by like going and then that pumps it back up. Pump up the jam, pump it up. So we want these to be all working locks. And then this, we don't want to... Where did he go? Okay, cool. Need a comedic whizzing noise? For what? For the like hydraulic thingy? Okay, perfect. We can just set that. Is that centered? It's close enough. Then what we could do is just close this. It's kind of clipping. It's kind of clipping the thing a little bit. Let's move that in a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I think the handle looking like that, it's a little too open, but maybe it should be fine. I just realized I edited the original floor. What? Oops. It would appear I've done a little bit of an oopsie. Luckily, I can just bring it like this. There we go. It's back. It's like it never left. I'm dumb. Anyways, Zen, I'm going to want to select this, turn that into the origin, then do a mirror on this fucking thing. Just to make sure that we got this correct. Do the mirror on this object. I think I didn't rotate this correctly, because if I did, this probably would be lined up a little bit better. That's okay. Shit happens. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Ooh. But maybe we don't want cool. Maybe the whole point is to do not cool. Anti-cool. No, that looks cool. I'm okay with that. We can fuck with that. So the door needs to be its own separate thing, because ideally what would happen is that when this comes in, it would rotate and open up when a task is broken, right? It wouldn't stay closed because then that would be weird. And then that way, when it's opened up, people can then operate on it. So for now, we'll just leave it open like this. I don't think that'll hurt any pathfinding or anything like that. You might fall in the hole. Just be careful not to fall in the hole. And you'll be fine. Okay, so we need some sort of like hydraulic pump. And then as you pump it, it goes and then it starts closing up the little thing. And then that'll be the maintenance task. So that'll be this is the idea. Should we have like 2 pumps that you have to like pump fully? So once you pump the first one, it locks in and then you gotta pump the next one? That could be fun. Or maybe there's 3. You need to pump all 3. There's always 3. It's the rule of 3 after all. So this would be like a metal. Let me not really a pump, it's kind of like a hydraulic piston of sorts. Kind of like a piston. A gauge or fluid-filled tube to show progress. That could be kind of cool. That could be pretty cool. So this will go all the way to the end. Yeah, we could definitely do some stuff like that. And then we want weighted normals. I love weighted normals. So then we'll have 3 of these and you gotta fill up the whole thing. I'm gonna do a little tiny detail. Very, very minuscule tiny detail. Watch this. Very stupid, minuscule, tiny detail. Yeah, not necessary. Very small, stupid, very unnecessary detail. Why 100 weight? We want the weighted normals to be completely taking control of the bevels where needed. Otherwise, if you have halfway, we're kind of in between smoothing and not what we want. We want the full bevel to do the whole thing, the whole shtick. So we'd have 3 of these, kind of like this, and then you gotta fill up each one. I think that could be kind of fun. So you gotta go pump, 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 locks in, then pump, 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 locks in, pump, 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 locks in. And then it could be like that. And then for the actual pump, it'd probably look like something like this. We needed this to fill in all the way. Now the thing that kind of sucks is this is going to be all the way out here. Hopefully it doesn't clip anything. Hopefully it doesn't clip anything, because that would be really bad. But fuck it. So basically, like, this would be the last one that you have to kind of do. Yeah. And when you don't pump, it's going to slowly go back down. So you have to lock it in for it to stop going down. So then you can get to the next section. So that's the idea. You want to like pump it as fast as you can, as soon as you can. And then yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I like it. I like it. I like it. Big fan, huge fan. If you could work at any game company, which one would it be and why? None of them. I'd work for myself. I would work for myself still, to be honest. I think maybe if I was offered a part-time position, I think the only place I would care to even try for a bit, maybe Valve. Valve could be kind of cool. Valve could be cool, but just so I could like learn stuff. That's really it. Imagine wanting to work at companies that treat you like shit and fire you when the job is done. I just don't want to work at a company again. I would only want to work on my own stuff. You just want Half-Life 3? No. No, of course not. No. Maybe you need to find the pipe in that cart that's missing so you can replace it or repair it. That could be a different task altogether. That could be like a different thing. Valve is almost impossible to get in there. They usually only want people with over 15 to 20 years experience. You got to know someone. Yeah. Sorry to ask, by the way. No, you're fine. Don't sweat it. Why are you apologizing? This is a Twitch stream. It's for talking and chatting it up. But yeah, I think Valve would be probably the only place I'd care for. Okay, so we got this. Now we got to figure out the pipe mechanism, which I'm thinking would be on this side. So you'd be pumping it up from that side. Maybe because Valve releases games just to slowly work. No, it just seems like Valve has people that, I don't know, at least from an outside perspective, seems like Valve is one of the more respectable companies, I suppose, but yeah. I don't really care too much about Half-Life 3. I don't know. I care about Deadlock. Deadlock is awesome. Krim, did you check out the new Lumen Probe / Light in 5.8 yet? Not really, no. Not really. Is it cool? Let me see if I can find like a reference of like a hand pump. Hand pump. Oh, it's like those pipes that go like this. You're like pumping that. Oh. I was thinking more like you just gotta pump the thing up and down like a bike pump. But maybe we should make it like a side thing, so then that way you can just. I could also like lock in here, I guess. What's going on, Billy? Unless you're in the 0.0001%, it's not worth. The competition is brutal. 50 to 60K for a senior. I don't see a future in game dev with huge checks, to be honest. Working in a company, I bet the whole entertainment industry looking at the collapse of the big game studios and they're on alarm. You'd be surprised. I feel like for indie studios, I don't think it's necessarily just a 0.0001%. Like being able to live off of it full time. Yeah, there's like any industry, there's always going to be a 0.1% that takes the large portion of the pie. That's just the reality with every fucking industry. All of them. Some of the industries are crazy to the point where you only have 2 companies doing everything. But yeah, the game development industry has always been rocky. It's not this beautiful fucking thing. I think Valve is the only place I feel like that I've heard that actually pays their employees properly, to the point where like the employees actually kind of want to stay at the company. Don't know how far that is true, but I don't know. I think making your own stuff, making your own company is just way better. The thing is, if I put a pump here, should we make it so there's 3 pumps and each pump's a different hydraulic like thing? That could be kind of fun. That could be kind of fun. Maybe a lever that changes which one it pumps. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you gotta like push a button to activate the next pumping thingy. I'd rather make 50K doing what I enjoy with people that are relatable versus working a job I hate and people I hate. I was paid a lot more than 50K. Not sure about the 50K pay unless it's an indie. I don't know. I don't know anymore. As I get older, I'm like, I think 50K pay I'd be okay with if I retired. Or not retired, but like I was getting close to retirement and I had like a house and stuff solidified. But in current day, dude, 50K is, at least where I live, rough. That is like bare minimum, if not below the minimum of what you need. Because that's with taxes and everything. Like, let's see, 50, 1, 2, 3 divided by 12. That's like 4,000. But then you're paying taxes. That's like 3,500. That wouldn't, like, yeah. I think it depends on your living situation. I think it would depend on your living situation, because I could definitely see that 50K, depending on inflation and stuff, at some point getting to a point where it's not enjoyable anymore, even though you love the workspace, you love the people that work there, you love the job that you do. But unfortunately, because money is so intertwined with everything that we do in life, it's so annoying. You could move somewhere that's cheaper, sure. Literally no upside other than telling people the party that you work in Call of Duty. Whenever people ask me like what games I work on, I always tell them you wouldn't know. It's okay, you wouldn't know. It's just a small game. It's like some small game. It's like a small game. It's small. Honestly, I prefer people not knowing what I work on, though, in real life. Is that weird? I don't know why this inside part is sharpened. Nor do I know... I don't know why this is even here. Made the officially licensed John Wick game? Nope, not a thing. After hearing about that whole debacle with the Saber Interactive CEO thing, I don't know how that John Wick game's gonna go. When people ask, I try to be fairly vague to the point I try to not say tech so they don't ask me for help. Yeah, that shit's annoying. Oh, you work with computers? Can you help me fix something? No, fuck off. I should just start saying I'm a porn star or something. Maybe that would solve the conversation. Just tell them that you signed a contract. I'm on NDA. Sorry, I really can't talk about it. There's a very strong non-disclosure agreement. My company has a extremely egregious law team, and if I speak of it, I will be in very big trouble. We need a new soundtrack. Things have gone backwards. What about the chill evening mix? Okay, I like the idea of like there's a single pump, but then you gotta push the button to select the actual like thing. I think I like that. I like that. What we should do though, if we do that, we gotta label each one of these. So we'll do another cylinder here. This will be the pump cylinder. This is the pump cylinder. This is where the pumping action begins. I am the pump. That doesn't sound right. You know, that really doesn't sound right. Let's do something like this. So you gotta go like up and then down. And then we need a handle. The player to hold on to. I guess we'd want to extrude this down, huh? Maybe the cylinders are different lengths. I was thinking about that, but the problem is then I gotta like code all of these in very specific ways, and I don't really want to deal with that. Okay, so handle starts here, then we gotta bring it up. I think that's a good length. I think that's a good length. Then we need a handle. So, best way of getting a handle in for a structure like this. I'm an internet entertainer. That doesn't sound right. It does not sound right. Internet entertainer. Yeah, I work in entertainment. So the thing that kind of sucks with beveling is this is technically an incorrect bevel. Like, this is not the proper profile. So how do we do a bevel where the profile is actually correct? Because you see this side is more thick than what this is supposed to be. So how do we do a proper bevel? I don't know how to do. I don't know if there was a way of doing a proper bevel in Blender. Because it's not a proper bevel. Because you can look at the width, it's not proper. Now my profile, I don't even know what the number for my profile is. What did I change this to? Oh, I don't know. Anyways, guess I gotta deal with this bullshit. It's just so incorrect. I only know the bridge edge loops trick. Is there no like plugin for Blender that does a better bevel that keeps the consistent width? Yeah, applying transforms helps a little bit, but that's not necessarily, it's still, even if you have like a proper zeroed out scale and everything, we can still see that this technically has a larger width than this. Like the actual proper bevel would look a little something like this. That would be, I think, the proper bevel. Whereas these are just a lot larger than what they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? I think it's trying to keep like a perfect angle or something. I'm not sure. But I know for sure something ain't right with this bevel. Okay. Yeah, it's not like a... Maybe bridge edge loops helps a little bit to make it more accurate, but... I don't know. Okay, so now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the smoothing on this. You're making friends slop? Yeah, but also no, but like, yeah, but like, yeah, but like also no, but kinda, but like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, kinda. It's kinda sloppy, but also not sloppy, but kinda sloppy. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not 100% slop. That's the one. That's the pump. And then, ooh, we could do like a little color section at the very bottom that indicates like when you've actually like lifted off enough. And we'll just do it through a different material. Metal! And then the next one, usable, wait, handle. Assign. This is just handle. And then that way you know how far to pump the bad boy. Pump it up. Pump up the jam. Oh wait, this can't be in the way of this, huh? Okay, good enough. Cool. I like it. I like it. We got a little pump. We might want the pump to be a bit taller. Because I'm trying to picture like how this is going to look in game. Yeah. Rain World. Why is it the Rain World soundtrack? I would assume Animal Well must have taken quite a bit of inspiration from Rain World's soundtrack, because this sounds a lot like Animal Well. I know Rain World, I think, was out way before Animal Well, but it's just interesting to think about. I kind of want to cover up this section. I'm thinking of adding in like some pipes that turn in. I think would be good. Which I technically have, I think, a few in the engine room. I'm looking for a pipe. Whatever, I'll just model one myself. Let's do that. You know, Jay. I was reading that when you bevel, if you change the miter outer to arc, you can get better topology. Well, it might be that might be more for like vertice bevels, I believe. I could be wrong there. Bro's modeling? Yeah, I'm modeling. I be modeling. I be up modeling. I'm still noob. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. I'm gonna do something fun. This side. We'll do a little pipe. A little tiny pipe. That goes across here. So then that way we have space. Or actually, no, we'll do a pipe on this side. So then that way the little blocky things that we need to do for controls are on the other side. Yes. And that way this can go like all across. Can it? No. Okay, we'll do... something like this. Okay. And then we'll do another one up here. I kind of like the idea of a pipe connected to this, and then that way the stuff goes into here, which makes a bit more sense. So maybe this one is facing downward. Yeah, maybe this could face... Okay, so let's do this. Rotate this one. Rotate this one. Bridge this. Number of cuts. Then this one will go into here. 90. And then rotate by 45. And I wonder if that'll look kind of cool. Oh yeah, that looks kind of sick. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. By the way, Jay, your game's looking really good, man. Your game is looking really, really good. Do you use collection exporters in Blender for your stuff when you use them to batch export a collection of objects? I use a plugin called Unreal Engine Assets Exporter, which makes it super easy for me to export stuff. I just specify that I want to export it, and then once I export this, it'll export it based on the origin of the object. So that's what I use. And honestly, it's all I need for exporting large collections of stuff, because then from here I can export this pump, which has this parented to it, so it'll export alongside it. I'll just export recursive. This is called maintenance. We'll rename this actually. This will be maintenance pump, and then what we can call this is maintenance pump handle. And then something we can do is grab all this, everything that is not moving, and then parent it to the parent object, and then there we go. So that this one piece will be one whole thing because it's all the static sections. This is dynamic. This is dynamic. We can also export this, and we'll do maintenance pump hydraulic, I guess. And then once I select all of this, it'll probably tell me that we have 3 objects that we'll be exporting. 3 assets. So yeah, that's what I use, Andy. I find this one to be really good because it has a bunch of stuff as well. It's got collision control stuff, which the creator has improved a bunch as well, which is super sick. And then there's a bunch of other things in here too, like animation related stuff and whatnot. So I found this to be really, really sick. Basically a crafting system. Yeah, but fun. It's good that you're using the plate as a base, because then like people won't accidentally like form burgers based off of like the physics objects. Why can't you parent the part that moves? In Unreal, this is going to be a separate static mesh, so then I can just make it so we can move it up and down and make it physics based. This is just going to be a static mesh that doesn't move. It's just going to be a static part that will fit in right here as a slot. And then, yeah, that's why I keep them separate. You could parent it, but then it combines it with that static mesh, and then you're going to have to do a bunch of fucking bullshit to get that to work, which is not fun. You don't want to make it a skeletal mesh because that's expensive for no reason. Better off dealing with static meshes rather than skeletal meshes. So, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Can I just get a triangle? No. That's fine. I didn't want one anyways. Bam, ba-do-do. Cool. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay, so now we need, we had that idea where you have to, every time you pump a new one, you got to select the right button to activate the next one. So that would be, you could do cubes. Little cube thingy. And then that could work, and it could be like a 1, 2, 3 Roman numerals kind of thing. Well, so we'll do a box. So we'll do a box. Probably not the whole way, just because I feel like that might be kind of, oh, fuck it. Maybe we could do the whole way. Uh-oh, that's going right in the hydraulic. We don't want that. Got the items recipe in C++ as well, which makes it nice. Dude, you got straight into C++ and you're like, I'm cooking. You got straight in there, dude. It's so funny. I feel like at first you were kind of like, am I incorrect in saying, Jay, that you were kind of like, what's the best way of saying this? You were a little bit like, uh-oh, kind of about it? Like, uh-oh. C++, uh-oh. Hesitant would be the best word, yes. Hesitant is a very good word for that. For sure. I really don't think it's as scary as a lot of people make it out to be. It just takes quite a bit to learn, and there is more high probable chances where you can fuck things up than Blueprint. Definitely. Like, you could definitely mess things up a lot easier in Blueprint. Does that help with a bit with the shading there? I think the best bet here is to just separate these pieces. I just like being able to make U objects that don't need to be constructed at all. I think that part is definitely very cool. The fact that you can basically create your own A actor if you wanted to and modify that a shit ton. Very cool. What is the distance from this one to that one? I guess we could do... Actually don't know how I would calculate that math. Is there like a ruler that I can go from one point to the next and give me distance? Is that possible? Can I get the distance between these 2 points and then use that to create the constant offset? I've never done anything like that before. Ruler. Where is distance? Give me distance. I don't know. I don't know if I can actually... I've never done anything like this to see like what could be the exact... who gives a fuck? Just put a random number in. Close enough to me. There's a built-in measuring add-on. Could be good in the future. Sometimes I feel like I do need to measure some stuff. I always eyeball everything. But this is good. So now what we can do is we can use this piece. Circle. This is going to be the circle socket. We're going to probably want to do a little bit of this as well. Circle again. The measure tool is on the left under the pen icon. Oh, shit. And you can snap. Oh, shit. 0.47. 0.47. Cool. There is a measuring tool, and you can even snap. That's badass. Look, and we have 0.47 right here. You guys don't see that because there's chat on it, but hey, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is where the button will go. We already have a button mesh in my brain is trying to we already have a button mesh in UE, so we could just reuse that. You can also display edge lengths, I think. That would that be from the Measure It add-on, or would that just be like maybe there's a The only decent feature in Blender. It's not so bad. So we'll do Roman numerals, or we can do shapes. No, I think Roman numerals would be better. Okay, so we'll duplicate all these. Move them slightly up. Separate them. And then from here. So this will be 2, 3. We'll bevel this one. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's set the length maxes for these little lines that we're about to do. Doing more like CAD stuff, having the width of the side and height. It's gonna be tied to the object and stay on screen. I don't really need super accurate stuff. More so just for that one moment where it's like, oh, that could be kind of nice to have. But still very cool. Width of 0.09. 0.009. This needs to be beveled twice. Zero, 0.09. And then thirds. I think I was thinking for the thirds, it could be this wing, but that's too much. So maybe we move that in. Okay. Go ahead and join these and then make sure that they're parented. Okay. Crim doesn't do things accurately. It's just not necessary, I feel like, for the type of stuff that I do here. I just don't think it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just not. It's a video game, right? Like, I don't think it needs to be 100% accurate. Unless I was making like a modular grid, then yeah, I would say accuracy does help quite a bit. Most of the times, not really necessary. Cool, so we got buttons. Buttons! So this looks pretty cool. It feels very mechanical and yeah. Yeah. Yes. So you got to push the button, then you can pump the specific hydraulic pump. So you pump up this one, it locks in. Click on number 2, pump that bad boy, locks in. Pump number 3, locks in. Hell yeah. These feel too big though. There we go. How's the door closing on that lever? Well, the lever by default, the resting position would be here. So that would be the resting position. But I don't think this is going to close for now. All of our things don't close yet. They will, though, in the future. I heard doors are difficult. Is that true? Was Scott Lane lying? Depends on the game. It can be annoying. Could be annoying. Wonder if I would even need to make the shelves actually take items. Some sorting you can do if you want to by utilizing the shelves in the back room, but you can just place shit orderly yourself. It's kind of satisfying. You should for the sorting in the shelves, make it so it just uses the same kind of like plate system, but it still has like physics to it. Like in our game, the doors are all physics based. Can be expensive for some games, right? But the enemies need to be... We basically use nav links so that they know when they're at a door. And then they can slide it open. Also, something to consider is our doors are not rotary doors unless it's a locker. And those are usually a lot smaller. So that's a lot better. Or a lot easier to deal with. Yeah, doors can be a bit annoying. I think the thing is, though, the door problem, I think, is a dumbed down video / digestible content for people who are not within the tech space at all. It's digestible. There are other things that I would argue are probably more annoying, but way too complicated to explain to the general audience. So it just like isn't interesting. Whereas something like a door is a lot easier to present, I would argue. But I think the door problem at its core is just kind of like the iceberg effect. Iceberg? Yeah, iceberg effect. Where it's like you think it's a very easy thing at the top, but in reality it like trickles down to like 5 gajillion other things that are within your game or within your project. So I would say it's a little bit of something like that. This is probably going to be, again, handle. And then this is probably going to be handle. Kind of what I meant. You just drop items on the shelves where you want to place them. Yeah, I like that idea, man. Can the door talk? No. No. Great question. Thanks for asking. No. Why not? I don't know. Asking the wrong guy for that. A bit rude for the door not to talk, honestly. Listen, he's got shy. He's a little... he's socially awkward. What do you want from him? Okay, sometimes it's just hard to speak. That's just how it is, okay? Like, come on. Jeez. I don't know what the fridge will be at that point. It's just there for fun. Maybe you have to like cool things down. Soda! Jay, soda! Soda! All right. Okay. Here's our base. Here's our base. Is this all actually really metal? Let's do something dark metal. Oh, wait, that's already a thing? Dark metal. Apparently. Apparently. Interesting. This will also be metal. No, not that one. The other... Oh, what? Apparently metal is now metal 001. Oh, no, apparently all of the metal is now dark metal. Ah. Ha ha. Yep. Silly blender. Silly blender. You could always make an item that makes objects talk. Okay, listen. Okay, all right. Why? First off, why? Your rods should be made out of chrome. Yeah, I am starting to notice that everything is using metal, so it's all going to be one material. This should be a different thing. Chrome. Reverse question, why not? Well, why not? Why? Why not? Why not? Why not? Hmm? To be funny? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, perhaps. All right. Mayhaps you are correct. We should actually just put this in the maintenance tasks folder. I'm looking for the maintenance tasks. I'm about to puke. All right, so put that bad boy in here. Import. Hell yeah. Then we got all of these different materials and some fucked up materials. Project from view. Nope, unwrap cube projection. I don't know if 4 is the correct number. Why is it over here? Why are you in the corner? Huh. Oh, well, I guess. It seems the metal is also kind of fucked up, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Oh, I didn't unwrap everything else? Oops. Oops. Oh, are you telling me that the, oh, fuck, I didn't set the, I gotta set the vertex paint. Hold on. Never mind, I did. Holy... Past me was a genius. He's damn good. When I add a topping object, but it says well, that's the thing. None of our characters in this game do talk, so like we could always do something like that for sure. Metal, let's do metal. Maybe let's do air duct metal. I don't know. What if we do trim sheet metal? Oh, definitely not. No. Don't think so. That would be good. The hotspot would be good here. Although I think this is the one. Although let's do the dark one. This one. Yeah. Okay, now hook it up. Hook it in. Put it in. Throw it in. Do it up. When you open the door, it screams at you. That's diabolical. That is diabolical. I don't know if I have a chrome. I do, apparently. Oh, and I set that up incorrectly. Somehow. There we go. No, this should be like a dark Maybe just this. Maybe a hydraulic should just be this. Yeah. Fuck it. Handle is the orange usable. The usable color. Look at that. Love some orange. Brass for the numerals? I don't know about brass. Like copper? I like doing the handle color because that like indicates things to look out for players. You know what I mean? Whatever. What's this material? Oh. Hey there. It would appear I have an extra material that I forgot to specify. This could be, do I have any pipes? Bulge pipe. No. This should be a different color. Maybe orange. This should be orange. No, that would be good because I would... Or maybe we could do orange. Fuck it. Let's do orange. Looking for orange. Okay, let's see what that looks like with lighting. Yellow piston cylinders? We could do yellow. That we could do. I can't tell which car is spawning. Which one was it? It was car 1? No, not cargo 1. Car 1. Please, just... Cabin 1! There it is. There's cabin 1. The collisions are going to be wrong, so we will have to fix the collisions. That's okay. We will fix that soon enough. Maybe you get bonus money if you put drinks in the fridge and then serve them cold. Yeah, that could be sick. Ice cold plus $5. And then maybe some customers want lukewarm drinks. Yes. Yes, guys, this is it. I kind of like the chrome on the really clean metal. Okay. Seeing being able to see your body is pretty cool. I gotta say, pretty happy with that. It's not like the most perfect thing in the world because you can kind of see through your body, but hey, that's fine. True first person? Not really true first person because... Not really, but... Kind of. Since this morning. Excuse me. And by morning, I mean since earlier in the stream, which was not the morning. What time is it? 5-hour stream? Get me the fuck out of here. Where did the other guy go? Where what's that sphere for? This shows the true desired position for physics objects. Mostly just for debugging, just so I can see like where things are actually trying to go. Because before I was like, what the fuck is this doing? Yeah. Anyways, good stream. See you guys tomorrow, I think. Might have to go to the gym tomorrow. I love the sound of the speeding back up. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah. I'll try to stream earlier. We'll see. I don't know when I go to the gym, so that kind of becomes dependent on that. So, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you then. Have a great day. Alright? And whatever you do, do not go full speed into rocky terrain. Yeah. Don't do that. Just warning you. Alright. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.